This is a Headgum original.
I mean, I feel like the intro doesn't get enough credit.
You had real, wow, that cat can swing energy.
I really felt that way for a second there because I feel like the bass, the fucking sax could have been at the Village Underground, I'd say. Right? Or not the Village Underground, that was a newspaper. The Village Vanguard. Or is it the opposite? The fucking jazz club, Emma. You live in the Village.
Ow, you're hurting my ears.
That's kind of the inverse reaction that I had to the sax, yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. So loud.
Is it? How the hell do I get this lower?
It's a normal volume. It's a pitch thing.
Yeah, it's what you're saying.
You're kind of shrill.
It's like a tone.
What I'm saying is harming you.
It's a word choice thing. It's a syntax. It's all of it.
Diction for sure.
We've got Marika Brownlee on the sax. We've got Amir Blumenfeld on the facts. We've got Emma Foley bringing up the rear end. How are your guys' haunches? Are your sides achy, breaky, sharp?
A little bit, yeah.
Really?
I was at a concert and I was standing for a long time, so I'm kind of feeling the effects of that.
What band, artist? Come on, let's get more specific.
Okay, I was at Brooklyn Made. I saw Bandits on the Run, and I saw John Gallagher Jr. because it was his album release concert.
Is that Liam Gallagher's grandson, or?
No, it is Tony Award winner from Spring Awakening and American Idiot, the musical, John Gallagher Jr.
Okay. What about you changing your last name to Winner?
Mariko Winner?
That's really good.
I think it's awful.
No, I'm just saying, because then you could name, if you have a kid, you could name them Tony, and then
Tony
their
Winner.
middle name could be Award.
Their real name could be Award.
No, their middle name.
Middle name.
Then if they fucking do win a Tony, it's Tony Award winner, Tony Award
winner. That's actually pretty good. But I'm not going to change
What's
my last name randomly.
It wouldn't be random. It's all part of a grand plan.
Do you know
And your
someone with the
lunch?
last name Winner?
I don't, but I feel like I've met people with the last name like Schoonmaker, right? Which like etymologically is like, oh, their ancestors used to make boats, so you might as well name yourself after what your job is, which is to win. Really, it should be Donald J. Winner, because he hasn't lost an election yet. Nothing from Emma.
I was texting. I'm sorry. I'm back in.
Exposed brick or just exposed lies?
Exposed brick. The lies are hidden behind the wall.
Yeah. That's what I was
Exposed
gonna say.
stick.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right, Marika, you want to take the reins? Is that what you were insinuating?
Not really. No. It's just like teeing you up for a joke.
All right, you said something. Do you want to talk for 9 minutes straight? Like, is that what you're trying to get at?
Is that what you're trying to do?
Clearly just want to just talk uninterrupted for 20 minutes straight. So why don't we just get that over with?
And then Amir, why not the exposed brick at your mom's?
It's not really that style of home.
Yeah.
There's no brick anywhere really in my house.
I was going to say, not even
It's
in the
not really-
foundation.
Southern California style.
Yeah.
Stucco, drywall, wood frame, post and beam, concrete.
Concretized.
Interior. Correct.
Airbrushed exterior. I put makeup on a fucking craftsman. Where did I put the eyeliner? Bad question. The windowsills. And the fucking blush was all over the siding, aluminum or otherwise.
Do you think anyone's ever painted a house with makeup?
What kind of question is that? I think you should zeet that.
See what happens.
My tweet from when we last talked is now up to, let's see, 28 likes. So I did pass that threshold of 20 likes that I just wasn't getting past, but it's
Which
still
I guess
You're no
still
longer
going.
being shadow banned.
I think I am, and this was just the response of like loyal, dedicated listeners who respect my request, following me and liking the tweet. But that's only 8 of them, so.
I think it's that the material hasn't been there until that tweet.
I think the material is pretty good.
You gotta zern the zikes. Zeet. Was that a chuckle, Emma, or did you just cough?
She was coughing. Yeah. Hard cough.
What are the updates then, Emma? What do you wanna
It's
talk
just
about?
allergies.
That wouldn't
I think.
anything that you what's a topic you would want to talk about right now as we're getting into the show that would keep you engaged? Not to be wed.
I am engaged. I sometimes have a hard time following, but I'm trying to stay with you.
Hundo P. Hundo P.
Hundo P, or is it, unfair to me?
You're
it's
sort of
fair.
like an
I think
ADD
it's totally
exam.
fair.
It's hard to keep awake and alert listening to you.
What are those? What's the name? Ink blots? How they diagnose
a
dementia?
Rorschach.
Rorschach test.
I would say that this is a Jorschach, a GEORSCH.
A Jeff Shack.
Jeff.
It's a Jeff Shack. It's a 45-minute fever dream. Yeah.
I think just get into the outline at this point.
Yeah.
You've squeezed the water out of this sort of casual opening.
Yeah, I was gonna say that trying to get the cold open style entrance only works about 9% of the time. But did you guys say cunning?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Well, I did just now. Cunning's actually the word of the fucking week. The word of the week.
Today's word of
Week
the
for
week.
short. Today's word of the week.
Got
This
it.
episode's word. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
basically, it's
What do you
a
want us to do
cunning
about
little
it?
segment. Smile. There you go.
It was more fun
I'm
when
smiling
you
about
just
something
chose
else.
a random word someone else said
Yeah.
and didn't ask us, did anyone say this word, and then give it to yourself.
Okay. Well,
But-
I'm nothing if not open to constructive feedback. But sometimes what you do is aim poison at me like a cannon and shoot it
So
down
you're
my
never open to constructive feedback.
throat. Did you guys watch these debates? This
No.
debate?
I watched the first 20 minutes and then highlights of the rest of it.
Emma?
No, I didn't watch it. No.
Okay. Because you already know that you're voting for RFK.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we not talking about that? The fact that we're all 2 degrees removed from RF?
How so?
And what?
Because
I know you're
Cheryl
a
Hines,
Kennedy. On your mom's side, right?
Yeah, but I don't like talking about it because then I have to fucking go on Instagram Live and be like, don't vote for my uncle. because he's actually more of a drunkle. And even when he's sober, he's a bunkle, bad uncle.
That's good.
Was that a chuckle or was it a full laugh?
It was a polite laugh.
Just to make me not have a breakdown.
Just to give you something, because I think the silence would have been worse.
No, Cheryl Hines has a show on the network, which we don't talk about enough. Her
They ended that
It's,
podcast a
Why?
while ago.
there's that podcast doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist anymore.
Why doesn't anyone tell me when things end? Because I have a hard time with endings.
You would have had a tantrum. We couldn't have told you.
And now the tantrum's going to come right now, and it could have came earlier because I'm actually worried that now I'm 14 degrees separated from the fucker.
Why do you want to be any degree separated from the fucker?
Just in case. What if he becomes the presidente? Then I would be able to get the access to the White House, the access to the Oval.
Nobody's letting you in the White House. Not even on a tour.
Is it because I'm not white? Is it because
Could
the
be.
White House? Really?
I
Then
don't
where's the
know.
Brown House?
Do you know who
Not here,
the,
man.
according to the betting markets, who's the third best, most likely person to be president?
Jill Stein?
No, of course not.
RFK?
No, good guess.
Cornel West?
Afraid not.
Oh, Kamala.
Not Kamala. She's
Newsom?
fourth.
Newsom.
Newsom is correct.
Yeah, but I meant Joanna. Is it Joanna?
Incorrect. No.
I'd love that.
Well, yeah, after these
Sanford,
debates
first man.
Yeah. First gentleman. Mother, father, gentleman.
The hell's that?
That was Psy's follow-up to Gangnam Style. Oh, that
Yeah.
was gone.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
She hated Psy.
I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
That's fair. You can leave.
I'm
If
still
any-
sitting here.
Turning off
okay.
the video makes it harder for me to edit because then I have to switch to the 3 and then I have to.
Oh, why doesn't... Oh, I'm sorry. I figured it would just be my little square with my name.
It is. Jeff's sort of complaining for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason.
Yeah, it's more of a Z.
Yeah. Kill time in a better fashion. Oh, I missed back.
It's crazy.
All right, let's see the shirt. Obviously, there's a fucking costume change / shift in tides. So let's see the T. Rockland Boxing.
Yeah, this is my dad's
Okay.
t-shirt. I don't know where he acquired it. Do you like it?
It's not bad in terms of a graphic tee.
Thank you.
I wasn't even close to done. I feel like
Okay, keep it
Rockland
going.
Boxing. I feel like Rockland Boxing is the name of a gym where the game Rock'em Sock'em Robots is played for sport / cash. It would be like the Greenwich Village chess players, but with Rock'em Sock'em Robots on the tables, right?
Tables.
I Like I said,
tables time to flip the sides.
Table. Oh, that's good.
Oh, it was all worth it.
This whole show was great just for that. What's so funny about that? The fact that the word doesn't start with CH, obviously. I'm trying to avoid this. Like, there's a car parked right in front of my house, and there's a glare
I can see it.
off
Yeah.
Yeah.
into my eyes through my blinds. I don't know what to do about it.
Close the
I
blinds.
think it's kind of
right?
giving you a glow.
But then I can never
That
close
was-
it completely.
That yawn was cute, Jeff. It was sweet. It was
Thanks. Yeah,
endearing. It
sometimes
endeared me to
it's-
you.
It's soft. You don't always have to be so balls to the wall, Marika. Sometimes you can just take a yawn and it can just be whatever the yawn is. Does that make sense?
Mhm. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. You say for sure to stuff like that, but then sometimes there's a harshness about you.
Table. Oh.
Bond of the Zeke. right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so who do you guys got?
I'm gonna go with Snoopy.
Why's that?
I think he'd make a good Bond. Could be time for a dog Bond.
And then how would that Bond theme go for that movie? Would it be like
Yeah, I mean that's just the Peanuts theme. I couldn't really think of a way to combine the two with my mouth.
I was trying as I sung it to pitch match.
Pitch it down. Yeah, it doesn't really. I don't know if that
I've
works.
never made that face before.
Yeah.
Was that
I
you
kind of
thinking for the first time ever?
thinking, yeah. in a
Maybe
way.
it could be like the Peanuts Christmas, like with the children singing, but it's like
James Bond is here. What car would he
And-
drive?
his house. It would still be his house.
Okay. Good.
And Woodstock would be his cue.
Yeah. Well, Daniel Craig lived in Woodstock, we should say.
Okay. Woodstock.
How is that not interesting to you guys?
Because it's not relevant.
It is. It's tangentially relevant.
But it's not like fun to know.
I like to think about him at fucking good night.
I don't
Walking
know where that
from there.
is.
It's in Woodstock. Use
Okay, but,
context
like-
clues.
You're right. Like I know it's in Woodstock, but I have no other context for like the place.
It's an Asian fusion haunt.
Ooh.
I think the more interesting story is that Anya had an interaction with him upstate, or like his daughter or something.
So
But you'd
it
have
was
to ask
either
her.
kind of interesting or nothing.
You'd have to
at
ask
all.
her.
Well, that's. What about the Mud Club / Early
about it?
Terrible?
What about it?
Early Terrible's a great bar. You guys would all love it. It's basically a
Woodstock?
cabin. Use context clues.
It's impossible to use context clues with you
Use
because you
context
could be talking about
clues.
anything. You switch
You don't
topic
provide context, to be
willy
fair.
nilly.
Yeah. And then you say stuff like early terrible, which honestly doesn't even sound like a bar.
Mud Club.
No, Early Terrible is a place where you can get drinks, intellectual nourishment, magic, and adventure.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a cabin with a disco vibe / theme. It's across the street from Sylvia.
Who cares? Having access to Yelp isn't a personality. You're just reading and remembering shit.
With really interesting intonation. Makes what you're saying doubly hard to follow.
I would say that's the opposite of how Biden was talking last night in the debate, which was kind of an interesting thing, which is he was
Whispering,
saying
right?
he was saying things that were relevant to the election, but with the most boring intonation I've ever heard. Verge of death intonation.
Raspy
Hanging
voice,
on
to
by
be
a
sure.
thread intonation. More than raspy, he was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. The other one out is on the other side. He's visiting Valhalla in his dreams, Marika. I would be surprised if he made it to Thanksgiving, Emma.
Do you think that's the best thing he has to offer us? Is that he's like actually 1 foot in the grave, and so he has this connection to the other side
Insight,
and maybe
yeah,
knows
he can-
things? Yeah. Could tap into that.
Well, let's
Yeah, I think
postulate
so.
about fucking the occult for a second, because I was wondering if you guys think that the occult has insights to our future because time doesn't exist on the other side, or do you think that people who have died only have insight into what they experienced?
Marika's
hence the
taking a nap.
past?
I truly was like, if I close my eyes and remove that sense, will this be clearer to me? And the answer is no.
Okay, I get that. You're not clear oral then.
Claire, what?
Clear oral, not to be confused with clear oil.
Clairvoy-
Does someone have a baby?
That's my
the house?
cat. Misty.
Oh. Cuteness.
She like attacked my ankle last night.
Your ankles. Your thin
Yeah.
ankles. Yeah.
Yeah.
They really are.
Are they like
bony.
scratched up? Did she remove
sad.
mass from them?
She got a couple chunks out, yeah. Well, she doesn't like when the bedroom door is closed, but I have to close it. I just like, energetically, we don't like when the door is open. So we close it, but I have to trick her every night. And so it's tough when the door is closed. We get her in here. She's fine. She's content. But then I go out to get like water and then come back in and I have to kind of like block her from leaving. And then I close the door. She just does not like that. So sometimes she'll come over to me and like bat my ankle. But last night she like batted one and then like nipped at the other. And I was like, hey, dude. And I scolded her and then got, what? What do you
How?
mean?
Did you
how? I
scold
thought you said,
her?
ow. I just like got down on my knees and I was like, hey, don't do that. And then I like got in bed and then she kind of like sauntered over, jumped on the bed, got on my chest, got really close to me. And I was like, are you coming to apologize? And then she like did the thing that cats do where they rub their head on your hand and she licked my hand as well. And then went like this, which is saying I love you. I'm going to cut this out.
Yeah, you should.
Take a break. We'll be right back. And we're back.
Oh, close.
I got a grill.
Nice. What
Wow.
kind? Gas? Wood fired?
Wood fired,
Mm.
propane,
All right.
portable.
Cool.
Weber.
Hibachi grill?
Yeah, Weber. Not hibachi. It's a cool thing that I got this grill. And you're minimizing it by being like, oh, did you get an entire fucking Subaki grill?
What did you
Restaurant?
grill on?
Hibachi, aren't those like little tiny, like they're little portable grills?
Hibachi?
That's
Hibachi's like the restaurant where everybody trusts the
No.
chef around a table.
Everybody
that's the
Amir, this is not exasperating, right?
Oh.
Just because there hasn't been a steal or a nod, just because there hasn't been like haircut or new, doesn't mean that we're not having a good ass time.
You haven't gotten into the outline yet. I feel like we're killing time for something that'll never arrive.
There's
beautiful.
a segment later. There's a segment later, but
segment.
it's milk toast, it's thin, it's frail, it's 2%. So I'm trying to get this thickness of the wax into, here we go. What is this, Marika?
Hibachi girls are real things. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't say
It's a
it wasn't a real
portable
thing. I just said it wasn't
charcoal
portable.
grill.
Here we go.
But it
they're
is.
kinda
That's its whole
cute.
thing. It's like a portable little grill.
It's which was cuter, my yawn or that?
The grill.
Oh yeah.
Are you trying to do it in a cute,
No,
yawn
it's
in a
'cause-
cute way?
Well, when you say there's science behind it. If you just keep saying yawn and you say yawn over and over, and then there's yawn and there's yawn and there's yawn, people will yawn because they're like, oh shit, my brain is like, I guess it doesn't have enough oxygen, or at least it could have more, right? It's like having
Could always stand
It's-
to have more.
yeah, it's like Pyle at a bar. He's always like, yeah, I've had like 9 drinks, but I could always have more.
Is yawn an automatopoeia?
Wonderful.
Like the noise you make when. Never mind.
He wasn't
Oh,
even
come on.
close to done.
I was interested.
Yeah. Like, is it named after that? Sort of the noise you make when you are yawning is yawn.
I don't think so.
Not really.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
Like, it's not called like bib, the opposite of a yawn. Like, yawn you can say while you're yawning. I don't think that's a coincidence. Do you?
I don't know how to answer that, man.
There's a raccoon in your bedroom.
That's real nice, Amir.
We could see its ass.
Yeah.
Feline anus in the frame. Highlight of the show.
Major key alert. Be sure to say most with your chest, and then when you don't, it hits harder / thinner to others, right? It's about vocal control. Frank Sinatra used to sing about this. Basically, it's like, let me yell a lie at you, and you guys will believe it because I'm yelling. Sage actually put in her resignation letter this morning. That's why she's in Texas. And obviously everyone here bought that. But then if I'm like,
no, we didn't.
We're about 27 minutes into this shit. You guys all think that's facetious. You guys all think that's the lie. Because I didn't say it with
that felt
vim
more important.
or vigor.
I think that felt more important because it was like you almost didn't want to say it. And the fact that you said it means it was true.
Really?
It's kind of was my take.
I've learned a lot.
Have you?
Since when?
Since starting this show, I feel like people have like little nuggets of wisdom like that. And
Oh, that's good.
Well,
Like that?
I did like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Why
that?
Once when I was little, I like got a laugh. I like said something and I realized that I got a laugh. And so then I just kept saying it. And then my dad pulled me aside and was like, that like ruins the joke. Like you can't keep
Interesting.
saying it.
And you remember that lesson.
I do remember that lesson.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Imagine
it was
if
really
somebody
traumatizing.
told that to Jeff like 20 years ago. He'd have no career.
all right, should we do a Rice song?
Case in point.
Rise.
Char.
Rice. Could have been charred. All right, I guess let's get into our first segment before you guys jump down my throat any further. Assholes. Welcome to Emma Foley Art.
Emma Foley, what?
Art.
Sorry.
Art.
Emma Foley Art. Are you guys familiar with Foley Art?
Yeah.
Well, this is Emma Foley Art. So Foley Art is basically when they on set of movies, usually the only audio they're capturing is the dialogue, and then all the other sounds are added later. So here I thought that we could
Mirror's nodding
do
off.
our own
Like,
Only
you
Emma?
want me to do sounds or dialogue?
sound effects and dialogue.
Well,
Okay,
that's-
can I ask my
dialogue's
friends
not
to
Foley.
join me?
No, sorry, just sound effects, not Foley.
that's
Okay.
Ready?
So can
did.
everyone join in?
Just
Didn't
you.
answer her question. Yeah.
It's Emma Foley Art. It's not
Yep.
all of us Foley Art.
Part
Like,
of being a
should-
good Foley artist is delegating.
what.
Okay,
so
fine.
True.
Fine. We'll all
Should
do it.
Amir and I do the dialogue and then Emma's in charge of the sound effects?
Let's do that. At the very least, let's start the shit. All right, ready? This is The Gangster, starring Mark Strong and Jason
I
Statham.
love Mark Strong.
Okay, this looks like a trailer. You know what? I'm gonna skip to a scene. Here we
This is
go.
the full
Little bit.
movie.
Okay.
Okay, Amir.
Amir, do you want to be Statham?
Okay.
And Marika's everyone else in Strong.
Holy shit.
Okay. Foley includes mouth sounds, we should say. Emma.
I know. I'm waiting.
Waiting. It's going.
Well, I'm
Footsteps,
trying to be
doors.
sparing.
Footsteps, doors, not spare. It's supposed to create a tapestry of audio.
I made a sound and you didn't like
Hey,
that.
man, what's up?
Oh my god.
Nathan is
okay,
oddly
you're right.
quiet.
No one's talking.
No one is talking, and there's a lot of
Okay, I'm
movement.
gonna pause.
Oh,
Foley art can include footsteps.
I was doing
interact-
footsteps.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. You didn't hear? I was doing
With your
footsteps when
feet?
they were walking in. No, I was doing it with my mouth.
Okay, perfect. Continue. Action.
Marika, isn't that you?
Marika! What is this? Everybody gets mad at me. I finally,
I'm not
by
an
the way,
improviser.
started having people in the comments and in my personal life be like, actually, you do usually, even when you don't outline something, come up with something good. And people on the show don't always buy in. My brother-in-law was mad about that the other day.
Mad
What
at us?
episode is that an example
I
of?
don't know which episode, but this is an example. Marika,
Buying in is different than like being confused and not knowing what to do.
you have a full grasp on what we're doing.
Yeah,
You
but it was
said-
like you started in the middle of a scene,
Not really.
And then I had
it
to
started
come
with him
up with-
entering a room.
but I'd already done that, but then we started again, and then I was like, I don't know what Ray
No
Liotta is
way.
saying to this guy. I don't know where
the Foley.
No, it's not.
Yeah, okay. It
Dialogue
isn't Foley,
isn't-
but you
dialogue
said
isn't
we were gonna
Foley.
do dialogue.
I asked if we were. I said, should we? Because you were going to have Emma do all of it at once.
All right, we're taking it from Ray Liotta's first line. Emma, feel free to take a lot of liberties with the Foley. Amir,
Okay.
you are Jason Statham, and Maria,
Yeah.
you're everyone else.
Everyone else. Got
Action.
it.
Okay.
Hey man, what's
Those are
going on?
cards shuffling.
Hey, I know that you're here. I am here.
I really am here if you think about it.
That was your Jason Statham? I couldn't tell. The hair looked crazy. You're really telling me you're Jason Statham right now? Me? You're telling me that? This is awful for the audio listeners. Just
And it's not amazing for the video listeners
no.
either.
It's definitely
Sorry, we're gonna have to pause.
I will say
again.
no one wins
nobody wins.
during the Emma Foley art segment.
I would say there's too many.
I'm sorry.
cooks. What I really wanted was, for there to just be the.
I know, you
Foley,
just
but
want
I
me
got
to do
bullied
it.
into-
Why don't could I pitch an alternative option for the title of this segment?
You may.
What if we create Foley sounds with stuff around us, and then we have those as new clips for your soundboard?
You want a new sound to be like.
I guess.
That's not a soundboard. That's not a
Okay.
soundboard item. Yeah.
Oh, that was my pitch.
not a lot of people could do what I do, and that was
Do you
an
think-
example of why.
Do you think your brother-in-law will be on your side for this segment or understand why we didn't have a lot to work with?
I think he'll be neutral on the topic. He's sort of a Switzerland of most. 'Cause
So
he didn't even
wasn't-
really-
He didn't complain.
So he didn't really say the thing.
He complained, but also balanced it out by saying everybody seems all right. I think he wasn't attacking anyone's character other than maybe Piles. He
Is
was
that-
attacking.
Is someone vacuuming again, Jeff?
I have an air purifier on.
Okay, that's not
Not
good.
great, but
It didn't show
I
up
turned
on
my-
last week's episode.
I turned my AC off for this.
I turned my refrigerator off. I was afraid that there would be a low-grade hum
yeah.
2 rooms over, and I unplugged
Well, that's
my
why he's the
refrigerator.
professional.
My entire kitchen smells like spoiled meat.
You had a lot of
Which is weird because you're
meat.
a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unrelated to the fridge, I think. There must be like a dead squirrel in the fucking floorboards.
I get that. Well, that was fucking Emma Foley art. It went that way, and I don't think it's because of me.
We could have tried a different movie that like we all know.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's also crazy that whole movie was just on YouTube.
All right, welcome back to Emma Foley art. Here we go.
God.
The movie
Okay,
that we
action.
all know,
Passion
to be
of the
clear,
Christ,
is
yeah.
Passion of the
Here
Christ.
we go. Action. And let's say that Marika's Jesus and Amir, you're everyone else. Although there's a good scene where there's a good scene where
Jeff's scrubbing through Passion of the Christ.
Why is this the first thing you thought of?
okay, let's do Marika is Christ, Amir is Lucifer, and Emma's Foley.
What the
Oh God.
Foley
Don't-
art. Foley.
Okay.
I feel like we're gonna get dinged for even showing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I just had to show this part though because this kind of reminds me of Amir.
How?
Because you rub people the wrong way and you slither through crowds.
He
He's
looks
like
like he's
Satan.
moving it looks like he's moving in a completely silent manner.
Yeah.
It looks like
true,
the intention
that's
is that
true.
there's no Foley for Satan entering the scene.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is disturbing though.
This
I
is
remember
so
being
upsetting.
I can't.
I
Sorry
really
about
don't like to see that.
How about this?
Is that
Up
is
there
this
to
when
get-
Jesus
Here,
was
how about
killed?
this? Here we
Why
go.
are we still in the Passion of the Christ?
Marika is Christ, Amir is Satan.
The fucking wheat gluten?
Yes.
Which you have a lot of in your fridge, you should say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is getting soylent. Look how
I
defiant
don't-
Christ is.
I don't know what's happening here at all.
Jeff is trying to fucking proselytize right now. It is
that was
kind of
good.
dope he died for us, though.
Yeah.
God
Isn't
or
that
not?
the fucking ultimate
respect on his name for
sacrifice?
that.
Emma, I thought that was a really good owl.
Thank you, Marika.
You're welcome.
That was Emma Foley art.
That was probably the worst segment ever, right? You tried it twice.
Scrubbing through the Passion of the Christ, watching Jesus himself, Yeshua, getting beaten as Satan on wax with ennui. What if the devil was indifferent instead of in the details?
Instead of just different.
What if the devil
Lucifer
hit different?
Yeah.
Lucifer is a problem. Beelzebub is him.
That's true. Beelzebub is Shim. Michelle style. We got to get Michelle on the show / Shim.
I don't think
never
she would
been.
want to, but you should ask.
I should ask. I don't know if she wants to be on.
A good show
Emma, did
is
you-
like a very nice sweater, and this is like a fistful of loose yarn.
I was gonna say, yeah, this is like a handful of tacks,
Yeah,
returns, and brass.
correct.
Guys, what a day!
Yeah.
That was awful.
It was awesome. I thought the energy was a little fun. I thought the segments fell flat, but it wasn't because of me.
Everyone
I
was
really think
tired
that.
and bored throughout.
We're on the brink of a week off.
We
Right?
are.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I have to edit, but that's fine. I was going to say that, do you guys have a lot of friends named Jack?
No. But I do have a friend that does have a lot of friends named Jack, and I can never remember which one is which and what their personalities are. And by a lot of friends, I mean 2, but that's
Right.
too many as far as I'm concerned.
And this is what I wanted to talk about because so many fucking people are named Jack. I know a lot of them. My friends have, their extended friend groups that I don't know. They all have a Jack or 2. And I thought that maybe for a live show, maybe for a filmed segment for this, we could do kind of a tournament of Johnpians wherein it's Jack against Jack to see who the final gym is. And it's called the Jack Off.
Would they be playing
Got it.
Jacks?
We
Got it? Like you understand the tourney or...
I understand what the long walk was leading us towards.
Right.
I really feel this way though, because I feel like if it's like
I know you do.
I really feel this way about
I
what?
really do
About
feel this
John.
way.
because that we can, figure out who the ultimate Jack is.
Can we just play jacks? Like it could be a jack tournament called the Jack Off.
That's true. That's more of like a Headgum offsite tourney, but I'm not invited on those anymore, so I can't organize good team bonding experiences.
Yeah, but I'll take that one into consideration and run it up to Marty. We do play a lot of Pass the Pigs at company offsites, and I feel like that and jacks are a little similar.
Yeah, maybe. All right, plugs. What do you guys have going on?
Awful place to end.
Not listening to that at
Awful place to end it.
all.
Fuck
Yeah,
you.
maybe. Okay, anyway.
At Jeffrey James on Instagram, and I'll pass it on to Emma, who'll pass it on to Amir, and then we can head out.
Okay, at Emma Rose Foley on Instagram. I'll pass it on
Sometimes
to
when
Amir.
I'm walking around my neighborhood and I have headphones on,
Yep.
like on the phone or listening to something, and somebody says something to me, and I try to, instead of pausing, like, what'd you say? I try to respond in a generic way that like could work for anything they said. And that was sort of what you did. So sometimes I'll be like, haha, yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah, take care. Thank you. Maybe. And that's what you said. You were like, maybe. All right. Plugs. So
Yeah.
that's the energy of
And that's
this
kind
show.
of the energy that I get from a lot of people in my day-to-day life, is just not listening to me, kind of responding vaguely because they didn't care, starting a new conversation in the beginning of things that I'm saying.
Yeah.
So to come here on this Zoom and receive that from you, the host of this show, was kind of poison to me.
Definitely. Amir?
Okay, so again.
People don't respect the headphones, is what I'm trying to say.
Or the Marikas.
That was a Headgum original.